Okay, so we've played the last few matches, and normally you play on the left, right? And so, but with me, you've been playing on the right-hand side. So I think today would be really useful to have a look at the bandeja from the right side as opposed to the left, because there's just a few different things that you have to think about. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, perfect. Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Let's just see a few of them, both from the right side and the left side, and then we'll kind of work on it from there. Yeah. So before we discuss the bandeja from the different sides, I think it's important to understand the role and responsibility from the right compared to the left. You know, if you're on the right hand side, your job is really to kind of be solid, to set the point up, you know, play tactically smart and not make many mistakes, so that the person on the left can be the more aggressive one. You know, that's one thing to think about when you're talking about the bandeja. The other is that most of the time the ball and the lob will come over your left shoulder. You know, if you're on the left hand side, it's all in your open side, isn't it? If it's a cross court lob, it's coming to your open side so you can move away and you can hit that ball. But if you're on the right side, it's coming over your left side, and therefore it's really difficult to move away from the ball in time to hit that vibra action, and that's why you end up having to kind of use the chest, and really from the right hand side the contact should be a little bit higher. If we were looking at the shots that you were hitting there, when we went to the right hand side, most of your bandejas were down the middle, weren't they, to my backhand, you know, because it was more comfortable for you. I think partly also from our previous lesson we're talking about slightly late contact, but also you're hitting a kind of vibra style action but from the right hand side of the court. Did you feel that, or it was quite difficult for you to get across court, was it?
Yeah, I was finding it a bit difficult to get it back towards the corner because it was coming over my left shoulder, so I felt much more comfortable going to the middle, and then I felt I could regain my position quicker and easier. Yeah,
I mean, from a tactical point of view, if I'm playing with you and you're able to use that side glass and use that angle and make them turn, then me as your partner can come forward and be really kind of ready to be aggressive. So it's actually a really useful kind of bandeja to have in your toolkit if you can. Let's go on court. Let's just have a little look at the two different actions, and then try and get some practice in.
Perfect.
Yeah. So if we're on the left hand side of the court, you'll probably be hitting your bandeja / vibra from here, and because it's coming to this side, you've got loads of space to contact with the vibra action where you extend your elbow, or to contact with the chest. And you'll see loads of players from the left hand side using that vibra action for both the bandeja and the vibra, for the attacking slice and also for the defensive slice. Yeah. So when you're in this position here, you've already done it, and we've done it in a previous video. You really want to kind of come around that ball, nice smooth speed, contact about forehead level, and keep it down in that corner. Now when it comes to the right hand side of the court, here you actually want to try to get almost a higher contact and slightly closer to your body, because if I look now from my position here, only unless it's a really kind of close backhand to the glass, lob down the line, will it come to my side here. And it doesn't make sense for me with a lob to kind of run right the way around and play like this, you know, because firstly I leave a huge gap, and also I don't really have the time to get into that position. Yeah, so from this position here, you would immediately put that arm up like this, and you end up contacting a little bit closer to the body and a little bit higher, and that way you can actually get the angle that you're looking for. Yeah, so in this position, you're looking to kind of come off that side glass, or if you can off the fence, down to that angle there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, so let's do some feeds and we'll have a go at that. Yeah. Yeah, so there, I mean, we only did the right-hand side because I feel like you're comfortable on the left anyway, you're used to playing on the left. But there you immediately, as soon as you kept that arm up, you actually had really good contact on the ball and the speed was better and you found that corner, which is exactly what you were looking for. How did you find that from the right side?
Well, first trying the technique, it did feel a bit strange at the start with the straight arm, but
yeah.
After that, got used to it and the results were showing. So.
Yeah, and that straight arm is one of those things that everyone, you say, oh, put your arm up like you're preparing, and everyone goes, my arm is up, and their arm is always like down here. It's one of the things you've got to really like exaggerate before you can do it, and luckily we've got the film to prove it. So let's play some points. So we'll play them on the right side to get used to that, and I'm going to try and use my lob as much as I can. Yeah. You were good there, getting used to that kind of open racket face, racket arm up. I think once you worked out the speed and you slowed it down, I was under a lot more pressure again. I think you played well from the right side. How did you feel there, kind of just changing a few things during the point?
I felt like I had a lot more control over the point.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more efficient the way I was playing the points. Wasn't losing it after 2-3 points. Shots. So yeah.
I think you said it all when, like, after a couple, you were like, is that it? Like, as in, it's just so simple, isn't it? Like, if you get yourself in a good position, it's almost like a high forehand volley technique, and it is really simple, and it has to be because you want to do it time and time after again. You want to be consistent with that. So, that's obviously what wins you the matches, no?
Yeah, perfect. I don't think Bella's ready, to be honest.
I'm not sure if he is. I'm going to put down in the description down below the video that we did with the Vibra as well, because I feel like that goes well with this, that if you can actually extend that elbow from the left-hand side and you can be able to do that with a straight arm on the bandeja, I think those two will work nicely together. But yeah, we'll see you on the next lesson.
Perfect.